Okay, so I pulled that skin, up from the back as tight as I could. Following the tutorials, I cut a chunk of the back out. So I want to look at your tutorial about how we did that. It was really hard for me to do on camera because I'd have to let go, and I couldn't let go with my fingers. But I had pinned it, I'd cut it, then pinned when it's nice and tight, pulling it as tight as I could, and then I did a ladder stitch. It's hard to see because I pinned again, but I ladder stitched along the back. I then pulled the skin up from the front as tightly as I could. There is still some skin here, which is fine because it'll be covered by the joint. I pulled it up to the top. I can take these out now that you've seen them. And now at this point, I don't need this much skin. So I'll take off a bunch of it. This is perfect for blushing the doll later, so I'll save these scraps here. And I am going to prepare to tack that down. But first I've got these two little wings. So at this point, you just want to make sure that all of the folds or creases you make pulling this skin back is going to be hidden by hair. So I just pulled the side first, and I'm putting a couple of pins in it so that it doesn't move on me. So I've got that. Now I still have a little wing. So now I'll pull this one. And I'll pin this one. And we don't need all that excess. So I'll just snip that off. There's actually quite a bit of excess here. That's okay. And then on this side, I know I won't need all of that. You don't have to snip ahead of time if you don't have experience with how much you'll want. And I'll pull that there. And I'm just sticking needles in or pins in anywhere that I need it held. And this guy could get pulled again as well. So now at this point, all of the skin is nicely tight. This can be ladder stitched down a little bit tighter even. Actually, I might even pull that guy a little bit more. Just to make sure that it's not going to be visible when we have hair or ears. So now my face is covered nicely. You can see my little mouth, which will define soon, and you'll see where the little eyes will go. But most importantly, our skin is tacked down. Now at this point, you're going to want to use your ladder stitch and follow the tutorial and sew down all of the upper skin up here as neatly as you possibly can. So I'm going to let you go so I can do that. And when we get back, you're going to need your doll making needle and your thread because we are going to do the mouth.